You cannot say that your friend is Asante Bediatuo. Your friend is Gabby.
But no cross a bedroom baby no. Na nipa be for be pe na what government mo on appointments.
Mati, I've heard it. I've heard that the most powerful people in the government are informal. Mati say Gabby Chidako, Nana Asante Bediatuo, Ken Ofori Atta, and then Nana Addo friend Bumpty, and then
Nana Addo himself.
But there is this other lady, one year Mapachino. He has not done any work for this party. Never campaigned for this party. But they be our Oti, Jubilee House, you're very rude to party people. Your friend Sarah to Atta. These people should not be allowed to conduct themselves in that manner.
And in there,
now just say her job is finished. He was there being rude. Asante Bediatuo, I hear he's not very well, and and I pray for him. But he's a very bad man. No, terrible person. Say one time I went there. No, say on your politics. So you tell me where you have ever seen Asante Bediatuo or your campaign my NPP. With Gabby there, we can credit Gabby. Anybody who says Gabby and Yejuma, Gabby is a strategist, very intelligent man, but he was overdoing it in government. But apart from Gabby, all those people are Asante Bediatuo, Sarah to Atta, and all these people. Where from them? You can't go and put people, and then when people come, they claim they are busy. Asante Bediatuo, you tell me, Musa Superior, that you are busy. When I was going around campaigning for their party, where were you? I wish him well. You can't tell me you are busy. You have to listen to me because
last time I know the motorcade they call club.
Maybe I don't know about that.
Yeah, I saw him.
All I'm saying is that they are almost here and Lucy. So the party should keep track. We have to have a tracker to be able to check the party for our almost Bojumama party, so that when we come to power, these are the people who should be in government. Competent, loyal, dedicated party people they should be in government so that they can look after your party people. And I'm telling you, Mohammed's announcement, appointments are all demonstrate argument are me making. We need our party people to be in sensitive positions in government. Sami Jemfi, the national communications director, he's just been giving a lucrative job at PMMC. Big job, huge responsibility.
Wow.
Now we are out there called Google Omo duties, and then you will know that is the way you look after a party, so that they are there. They will concentrate on building their party. They will look after the country. And 2028, if we don't do well, they will win again. And then you go and bring people like Alote, and then there are some names I don't want to mention. And I know the party people know these people. In the 2024 elections, I was all over the country. A few of the executives were all over the country. Majority of them were in Accra here. They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything. Okay. Now, such people, you make them chief executive, you won't find them. In fact, some of them were politicians, big politicians, but they didn't go anywhere.
Oh, they
didn't go anywhere. One of them told one of them told me that, but Musa, this thing, you know, it is clear that we have lost. And I say, I'm not going to mention his name, but I'm sure he knows what I'm talking about. And yet, so the steering committee of the party must take over the party and seize the party and make sure that every single person in the party, including the presidential candidate and his team, has to be in line. How is it that you run a campaign now? There is no regular reportage by the campaign office to the steering committee. How? The steering committee should supervise every committee of the party. There was statutory committee and non-statutory committee. So our statutory committees, we have named them in the constitution.
My main thoughts on this. Now more director of communication for the party.
Yeah.
And I'm Sabanya, director of communication for the president's campaign.
It was unnecessary. I have already told you the bigger plan. The bigger plan is that the national steering committee and all those they have appointed on the National Steering Committee should take over the management of the campaign. The current director of communications of the campaign, he would have been the director of communication of the campaign. And it amazes me that he was subservient. A whole director of communication of a party becomes subservient to a director of communication of a committee of a party. How can that make sense?
Say that again.
No. Me see, how can a whole director of communication of the party become subservient or servy under a director of communication of a committee, because the campaign is a committee of the party?
Yeah.
Every campaign team is a committee of the party approved by the National Council. So every officer of the party at the steering committee level, National Executive Committee level, National Council level is more senior than all members of the national campaign team. They are supposed to report to the party. So the people must be educated, and that is why I may carry constitution of the party around. Now say educating your people now, they will just leave the party for individuals, and then every single day for their own personal interest, they will keep undermining this party, and that should not be on. So me, a time you drew, reforms. Time you drew. Now people are coming out to contest elections. Me make it direct appeal to our party people around the country. Say, they shouldn't take the money, because at the end of the day, and they say, take the money and go and vote for wrong people. Vote strong people, and I tell you, very strong people will come out. Voting and then look at scorecard in the party. Juma in the party when they're in government. I tell you, in 2020, who watch your results now? The number we got was over 30,000 votes.
Okay.
As mayor. Now, 2024, I'm not mayor. The number has decreased to 16 to 17,000 votes. That is my scorecard. So Obia Obisano, 2020, Tamale Central. Now, my number now it was 29,295. Tamale South, because there were two constituencies in Tamale Metro. Tamale South, 25,544. In 2024, Musa Superior na me knew her as mayor. What is the number in Tamale Central? Number no abba from 29,000 to 20,000. 9,000 votes have gone.
Wow.
In Tamale South, from 25,000 to 18,000. That is the scorecard of Musa Superior. So Ubisa said, dear Namia party no, I can't tell you what I did this kind of votes as mayor. But if you go to Tamale and ask, I was the only politician in this country running open surgery. Only the whole Ghana. I ran an open surgery between 5 p.m. and sometimes 10 to 11 p.m. every single day, Monday to Friday.
Wow.
Party people, Ghanaian citizens are on what they come and see me. Days that man run this program would be either weekends or now me too quiet. So this is my scorecard. So steering committee must insist that we get the party people, competent party people, because we are Ghanaian. If you get how can anybody argue that a political animal such as the chief of staff, your friend was saying, Julius Debra, how can you argue that he can be chief of staff?
You can't.
You cannot make that argument, because or your competent is also a strong party person.
Yeah. Former regional chairman of Eastern Regional Party.
That is why I say enumerating way. Yeah, party man. So it's a party for no bar. He will think about them. He will think about them. You can't go and put people, and then when people come, they claim they are busy. Asante Bediatuo, you will tell me, Musa Superior, that you are busy. When I was going around campaigning for the party, where were you, Lucy? So
the issue of cronyism. Nana Asafu Mafo, advisor to the president, Neba Snit, here Kase crowd as well. The Benya way, no one so the Nere Aqua, no way, and no a party.
Me, when it doesn't worry me if there's evidence that Omaya Jumama party.
Oh, okay.
Or more qualifications. They are all qualified. But the other qualification that should put them there No, I'm on Nibi. Look at this lady. What's the name? Akufo's daughter. The chief executive of the Ghana Creative. What is her name? Jan Kruma. What is her scorecard? Juma Ben or Yema party now. See, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Find the people who have worked. And that is going to be the challenge for the next presidential candidate and the next president of the NPP. Because we will encourage the steering committee. The steering committee will take charge, not the National Council. So most of the decisions you have to be arrived at the steering committee. After all, the president is there, the presidential candidate is there, chairman of Council of Elders is there, leader of our group in parliament is there, all the elected members are there. What else do you want? How do you have to drag things to the National Council so that you can manipulate the council to take decisions in your favor? Omukoye review committee. They just came and then they announced the names to them. People want to talk, they won't be allowed to talk. And you say you are running a democracy. You cannot run a democracy in a manner you run a democracy. It's unacceptable. So, me encourage the party people, and I tell them that the spirit of Darocha is coming back. The spirit of BJ Darocha is coming back. The spirit of Papa Osu Ankuma is coming back. The spirit of the Jake Obechebilante is coming back. In fact, the spirit of Akufo is already here with us.
Now, the spirit is here. Some say, Sabra, Wamudi, J.H. Mensa, Assembly Court. Now, one more sentencing. Na BJ Darocha was his lawyer. Party into Nkofo Shedenim. Sabarima George Kunkufo. Over them 1.5 years. Yeah. As a political prisoner. Yeah. So we need all the spirit to come back. Because the real BJ Darocha neba power
I don't even know this.
Now
I am washing. Somebody said I'm washing the dirty linen of the party in public. What kind of illogical thinking is this?
We are bitter.
Bitter for what? I had jobs. Served as mayor, served as deputy CEO. What else do I want? I'm not bitter. There are bitter people. I mean, people who were sacked. If you were sacked and probably you are talking, somebody can say because I haven't been sacked. Now, because I'm part of the government, say government no you're wrong, ma. I shouldn't correct them. Is that what kind of psychophancy is that? You are part of the government. I am prepared to get sacked. I am prepared to be booted out for saying the kinds of things me can. At the time I was an appointee of government. So that the party, we can build the party. So people should stop saying, they say, I'm accusing the party. I am not. It's a conversation. If you don't want to be part of the conversation to address some problems that ended up in this massive, horrific, disastrous defeat, allow people to do it. I'm not the only person doing it. Or is it because it's Musa Superior? There are other people doing it. And then they get the praises for doing it. But because Musa Superior is doing it and therefore it's wrong, it cannot be wrong. All these people who have made this party suffer the way we have suffered, we cannot accept their apology. The only way we can accept that apology is for them to stand down. So that we can say, Yetimanye, the right people to come and take over.
But when you say na spiritual.
Spiritual in terms of omuye jujuana.
Because ebanu minim say prophet Owusu Bempa eba bonten be kan say the party no aye na wa mo challenge no 40% kro mo
obwa it's not in a spiritual. It's not in a spiritual. It's accumulation of the things that party no aye and the things that the government didn't do well. Voting now, you go and take money and vote a wrong parliamentary candidate. It will how. Now, if the parliamentary candidate is also encouraging bribery and corruption as our polling station level now, how is it that I hear a lot of aspirants went and give television, fridges? Now, the steering committee should monitor this and disallow that and name and shame people. Even national executive election, all these things also. And then you say, oh, this man is good, but you know, one person can you are because Obiwa
about 700 delegates. Otibitria 5,000.
Check the person. Check the person. And these are the people, the oral people are chasing. And then you will tell me that, oral need constitutional mandate and there. It is not about the president-elect has the right to say that I'm appointing people. If you have issue, come and report it to them. Now, if you haven't stolen any money or if you haven't stolen any land, why should you be afraid of oral?
Almost say, where did they draw their powers in the first
No, it is not like that. All those arguing like that, they are mischievous. Okay. The man is the president-elect or a Ghanaian. Look, Musa Superior, I can come and announce that I'm putting up a team together. If you know anybody has stolen government money, come on, Musa Superior, a common person like me, I can do that. The constitution does not stop me from doing that. They are not implementing anything. They are not doing anything judicial. In fact, they have announced, say, as soon as the Attorney General is confirmed, they will send the complaints to you a journalist. Who bet me announce say Okita state car, Okita state vehicle on the reporting. So sad there no omunjaika. But why are they afraid
born out of political witch hunting?
I don't think so. What in witch hunting? Me handy me vehicles. I think a week before the president had even announced say yanko handy a vehicles. What political witch hunting? If you have stolen government money, then of course you are going to be in trouble. If you are keeping government vehicle, you'll be in trouble. If you have done some form of corruption, you'll be in trouble. Because even if the oral is dissolved, the Attorney General will come after you. Mm-hmm. Do you get the point? Mm-hmm. So me, a party for almost stopping making these comments. It's as if you are making those comments as though anything wrong. And I'm